You know, in a couple of years' time, we're all going to be reading about it. This AI data center craze. It was just about, private money creation and, like that. The money being created by all this huge circular economy, and this debt was actually just to inflate the stock prices, and they didn't really care so much that the inflation would trickle down, to the rest of the economy, and they really don't care about the crash either. But it brings me to the point that, why this is possible, because I think tech has become so big right now, and it's kind of like the only way for them to kind of simulate this hyper growth, because there was no hyper growth yet, was to come up with this story of, in 2022 they were saying like, yeah, the AGI in 2 years, we're in 26. And I mean, there were people who warned about this, like including me, that it's probabilistic computing. It's still going to be making those damn mistakes, and it's not going to be learning in context. This technology is not AGI and will not ever do AGI. And then you have the, open AIs and Anthropics, they're kind of changing their definition of what AGI is, like on the fly. And then, we achieved AGI. No, you didn't. You just promised it. But, it does really show that the private money creation, that was the point. The whole point was to narrate and orate this kind of a, rumor, because the stock market is not a rational act, okay? It is a rumor mill. To narrate this thing into existence and then try to create as many kind of agreements as possible of future money, and even if there's no backing of it in reality, like there's not going to be demand for that much compute anyway. But the money that was created was the point. They needed to create money, and then when you create a lot of money, then in asset prices get inflated, and this the stock prices here, but inflation trickles down, and then you risk a bubble. But I mean, these guys, they don't care. They will survive. They can buy up all your houses you have to sell when everything crashes, right?